Spotlight Montana with Laurel Staples.
Welcome everyone. In this Spotlight Montana, we welcome back award-winning Montana author Brian D'Ambrosio. In this segment, he talks about some of Montana's most notorious murders from his new book, any new information he's uncovered, and what he's working on next. Here's Brian D'Ambrosio. What cases stand out to you the most?
I think the cases that stand out to me the most are the ones in Livingston and Montana, and I've talked extensively with other people about the cases that are in the book in Livingston. There's a series of unsolved murders in the Livingston area that have besieged Livingston and plagued Livingston from about the mid-1980s to about the early 2000s. And I'm still working on some other stories about that time frame and that time period. And in early March of about March of 2020, I was planning on organizing a forum with community leaders and family members to really delve into or acknowledge a series and a slew of unsolved murders in the Livingston area from the mid-1980s to the early 2000s. So I planned on organizing with some other people a forum, almost like a Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where we could acknowledge some of these deaths. And that got postponed, but that might be something that we'll be doing again in the future. So Nelson died in 1995, and the coroner has refused to label his death a homicide, and he's still the current coroner. So the coroner in 1995 is still the coroner today, and I think we've made some progress by taking Nelson's story and writing about it and putting it in the book and gathering information. I've contacted the Park County attorney and the Park County Sheriff about reopening the case and delving back into it. And I've provided all the information, all the material that I was able to come up with, and gave it to the Park County attorney, and she made a referral to the Department of Criminal Investigation, Helena, to have that case reopened and re-examined. So,
This book, do you feel that it's paying off in helping to bring these cases to light and hopefully reopen some of these cases and solve them?
I think so. I think in many cases, I think the family members just want to know that their loved one hasn't been forgotten. So the smallest goal is to put the information back out there in a way that's respectful, and it's like a homage or a testimonial. I mean, that's something that we can control, or I can control. So when I approach people about doing a story, I let them know that I don't have any grandiose promises about having the kids.
Books and read some of your articles.
Well, I think they could find the book wherever books are sold, and find some stories in the Montana Press Monthly or a variety of different publications around the state, and sure, it's not a place where I want to dwell or reside. Unfortunately, it's just part of the human condition. So, and good and bad. So I just try to write about a little bit of both. So.
Can you share with us some of